This COVID has not only impacted every one of you, but to the company to whom you're all supplying, which is Saint-Gobain's, our company, and every company in the country, as well as the entire nation and the world. Realizing this, I think the Honorable Finance Minister certainly announced very good relief measures, which I just thought I'll briefly share with you. Before I get into the details of what has been announced for the MSME people, I thought let me also tell you what are the other relief measures provided by the Finance Minister, which may be of interest to you. The first relief which was announced was that in respect of companies whose number of people are less than 100 and the employee's salary is less than 15,000, the PF amount of 12% need not be paid by the employer as well as by the employee scheme if you're eligible, meaning that the number of employees employed by you is less than 100 and the salaries of those people are less than 15,000, then you can certainly go and claim the relief. And I think the EPFO site provides for this relief. You can go to the site and then submit the necessary documentation. Similarly, for all the MSME, I think the one more relief which was provided by the Finance Minister was there are 3 schemes announced for MSME. One is the 3 lakh crore, which turnover is less than 100 crores. Companies are eligible to borrow up to 20% for a period of 4 years with a moratorium of 1 year. To give you a very simple example, if your turnover is, let us say, 99.5 crore, if you got a total outstanding limit of rupees 25 crore as on 29th February, your principal and interest has actually been paid and they are not outstanding for more than 60 days. In other words, if your interest and principal is fallen due, and it is actually overdue beyond 60 days, then the banks can say no to you. But if your interest and principal as on 29th February, outstanding period is less than 60 days, then certainly you are eligible to apply for this. You may ask a question that, look, how, suppose if I got 3, 4 or 5 banks, can I get this loan in each of this bank? Yes, it is possible, except the fact that the total amount of borrowal cannot exceed the limit which I mentioned to you. And you can avail from each bank proportionately. You can also avail from only one bank if you are not willing to go to more than 3, 4 banks. And the other banks can always give a no objections certificate. Other question which can come up is, what if the bank does not give me 20% and if they give only 15%? Yes, it is possible that the banks can give less than 20% because it is up to 20%. Therefore, let us say that bank in its wisdom, after assessing the creditworthiness of your company, finds it feasible to lend not more than, let us say, 15%, then you may not be able to get more than 15%. And therefore, this money is certainly available. Not only, of course, there is one more criteria, one more important circular guideline given. You need not be even an MSME. All it says is, your limit should be less than, your utilization and limit should be less than 25 crore. Your turnover should be less than 100 crores and you should have been registered under GST. So if you are able to fulfill these conditions, even if you are not registered as an MSME, the banks are required to give it. The next question you may ask me is, look, am I required to give any additional security? The answer is no. This is fully guaranteed by the Government of India. And therefore, there is no necessity for you to give any additional collateral. However, within a period of 3 months from the date of sanction of the loan, you are required to create a pari passu charge in respect of all your existing assets, even on this loan, and then file the due necessary certificate with the rest of companies. Therefore, the existing security is good enough to cover this loan, and you need not provide any additional security. Maximum interest, which is the cap, would be 9.25% from if you borrow from nationalized banks and also borrow from the NBFC, in which case, of course, the rate of interest capped for NBFC is 14%. It does not mean that you have to pay 14% if you are credit worthy, if your records are clean, if your repayment actually has been always prompt. Then definition of MSME is certainly I clarified you. If your utilization or the limit is 25 crores, and if you utilize the entire money as on 29th of February, then up to an amount of 20% of the amount utilized will certainly be eligible to take it as a term loan with a moratorium of 12 months. The repayment of this loan will start after 3 months. So far, will everybody get it? The answer is, as I mentioned to you, there are very specific criteria. First of all, you shouldn't have delayed the interest and principal beyond 6 months. Your record should be satisfactory, in which case the banks themselves will send a letter to you, because there is no necessity for you to go and apply. But if the banks or the NBFC with whom you are dealing with has not sent the letter, you can certainly apply for and request them to consider this loan. In case your account is above 60 days or your account is even NPA. Therefore, it is not that MSMEs are, as I mentioned to you, if you are not an MSME but registered under GST and your turnover is less than 100 crores are only eligible. Even the people whose installments and principal and interest has not been repaid, even beyond 60 days or even beyond 90 days, are eligible if you can apply under the second scheme, which I'm sure you may be able to avail this in case you are not able to come under the first scheme. The third one is, of course, there are several MSMEs in the country who are going through a very tough patch, and I'm sure we have been hearing also, wherever required, we've been supporting also. We know the MSMEs are also requiring additional capital. So the government has come out, the finance minister has also announced, the government has come out with a scheme that equity can also be availed up to an amount of 50,000 crore. It's called Mother of Mother Funds, for which the government has provided an amount of rupees 10,000 crore. The balance 40,000 crore will come from various institutions, including venture capitals, private equity people, etc. And therefore, you can also avail an equity facility if you are financially distressed. Of course, the details of the scheme, the repayment, the how are you going to actually, under what terms and conditions is equity provided, and are you required to declare any dividend, etc. All that has not been still spelled out, but I'm sure in the months to come they'll be spelled out. Therefore, again, to basically brief you, there are 3 schemes announced by MSME. One is the 3 lakh crore, which I very clearly explained that these are the criteria and conditions under which you are eligible to take the loan. In case your loan principal or interest is due beyond 60 days, you can certainly apply to under the second category. Of course, the amount allotted as of now is only 20,000 crore, which is called a subordinate debt, which means it will be paid only after the existing term loans are paid. The third is, of course, people who are financially distressed. And if you want to infuse equity, and if you feel that, look, in the long term, I'll certainly be able to do it, or in the medium term, I'll be able to do it, then certainly the third scheme is also available to you in order to enable you to operate your company. Therefore, I would say that apart from the various measures announced by the finance minister, as I mentioned to you, in respect of your not only deferring, I wouldn't say deferring, the relief provided under the EPF Act, and of course, in respect of eligibility to participate in the tenders up to a limit of 200 crores, wherein there is a reservation for you, and there are also ample liquidity today available. So don't be under the impression that the banks are not willing to support you. The banks will support you as long as they're able to convince that you are actually able to come out of the whatever issues you have in the medium term. Clarifications I'm willing to provide. Thank you so much for the opportunity provided to share my thoughts. Let me try to answer your questions to the best of my abilities. The first question is from Kaustav. His question is, a company making loss for the last 2 years, is that company eligible for applying this loan? To my mind, this company may not be eligible because the bankers may consider their cash flow and may be able to refuse. But as per the scheme, even though if you have made a loss, if you have been paying promptly, as I mentioned, if you're coming under SM, I said standard moving asset under 0 or 1, which means all the dues are paid, nothing overdue beyond 60 days, including interest and principal. As per the scheme, if you are falling under the definition of MSME, which I've already defined, you are eligible. But the bankers may get into your cash flow statements and then see whether you are in a position to afford to repay this loan, including the loans which you have already availed. So it's a banker's call. While as per the scheme, if you are falling under the definition and if you have been paying all your interest and principal, you are still eligible. The second question is from Madan Lal. Investment of rupees 100 crores with turnover of 150 crores, whether eligible for MSME registration. No, you are not eligible for the loan for the simple reason your turnover is above 100 crores and your investment is also above 20 crores. Sharanjit Singh, 45 days payment under MSME law is also applicable from one SME to another SME. Interesting question. I would like to tell you, if you are a company, then you have some reporting obligations. And therefore, even though you are an MSME, your auditors will certainly ask, have you paid to the other MSME within the due date of 45 days? So as a matter of discipline, in my opinion, you should even try to help your own co-partner or let us say your own partner. If I can call all the MSMEs our partners. Therefore, I would suggest kindly pay within 45 days. And if there are any genuine cash flow problems, if you're a partnership or a sole proprietorship, then explain to him and see by what time frame you can pay. Hemant, interest rate for all such loans be the same as the existing bank rates? Answer is no. I've already mentioned in my presentation or when I was conversing with you that the maximum cap for this loan is 9.25% if it is taken from bank, and if it is from NBFC, then it is 14%, while the rate of interest fixed by as per the scheme is 1% above the rate, benchmark rate fixed by the RBI for a similar loan, but the cap is 9.25% from banks and 14% from NBFC. Ashish Thakkar, credit cycle in certain sectors are between 60 and 120 days. And trying to understand if MSME registered entity would become a defaulter by entering into a credit term of more than 45 days. You will not become a defaulter in any way by actually saying that look, you are not in a position to pay within 45 days, and therefore registered entity cannot certainly become a defaulter under this criteria. Rai Singh, suppose our cash credit limit is 100 crores and we have utilized 60 crores on dated 29 February. How much shall be the loan amount under the scheme? Whether 20 or 12, answer is 0 because your cash credit utilization itself is about 25 crores and the cap is only if it is outstanding and the amount utilized is not more than 25 crores only, you are eligible. Hemant, the tenure of such loans are 4 years. Is this understanding right? The answer is perfectly right. The tenure of the loan is 4 years with a moratorium of 1 year, meaning that you can afford to defer the payment of interest for a period of 1 year. However, the interest on this for this 1 year will also accrue, and therefore the interest on the principal has to be paid over a period of 36 installments if you are deferring by 1 year, because the moratorium provided under the scheme is 1 year. Hemant again, can the firm who gives services like interior contractor and not really manufacturing get loans under MSME? I mentioned very clearly that it is not only manufacturing companies, but also the business enterprises are eligible. And therefore, as an interior contractor, you're certainly eligible. Our dealers are applying for it and they're in the advanced stage of getting it. And they're not manufacturers, as you know. Tractor dealers are not manufacturers, certainly. Ashish Thakkar, can MSME registered entity enter into a credit sale transaction with the credit period above 45 days? I think I've already answered. You can certainly enter into on any transaction which is exceeding the credit period of 45 days. While of course, as a company, a large company, we are required to pay within 45 days. And if you don't pay, they're required to report. And therefore, if you wanting to enter above, let's say a transaction like this, nothing prevents you. Hemant, is there a date before we can take the loan under this MSME scheme, or till the allocated funds by the government are utilized? Interesting question. The last date the scheme expires on 31st October or 3 lakh crore is fully utilized. So the last date for application is definitely not application. The expiry date of the scheme is 31st October. Therefore, I would urge each and every one of you to go and apply, because I'm sure many would be vying to take the loan under this scheme. Therefore, do it fast. Sadhika Creations Glass. If bank people reject to give MSME loan, bank people, in my opinion, cannot reject this loan if you are falling under the criteria of, let us say, less than 100 crores. Again, the loan utilization does not exceed 25 crores. And if you are a GST registered player, then certainly the bank cannot refuse, as long as your loans and interest has been repaid and they are not overdue beyond 60 days. Can MSME registered entities sell on an agreed credit term of more than 45 days to the credit buyers? I think I've already mentioned to you, it is up to you. Certainly you can enter into a contract with above 45 days. While of course this may have a cash flow issue and the banker would certainly consider this, but there is no prohibition for you to enter into any contract like this. Pricing. Suppose our cash credit limit is 100 and we have utilized 60 on dated 29 February. How much shall be the loan amount under the scheme, whether 20 or 12? I think I've already answered. As long as it is 100 rupees and it is 60 rupees, then you are eligible. But if it is 100 crores and then 60 crores, then certainly you are not eligible. Shamil, percentage of interest for facility of 1 crore, whether it is 1 crore or 2 crore, the maximum amount you are eligible, as I mentioned, if you have fully utilized 25 crore is 5 crore. Therefore, the maximum rate of interest is 9.25%, whether it is 1 crore or 2 crores. Chiranjit Roy, what is the process of recovery of MSME dues under the MSME laws? There is no law as far as, if you are talking about the repayment of this loan, 75% is guaranteed, and the National Credit Company will certainly repay the money of 78% to the bank, and the balance 25% will be a process of recovery from the MSME will follow. But if you are saying that, it is a process of recovery for MSME dues under the MSME laws, then it is, generally, a normal way of follow-up, and then later on it could become a civil case if it is your own dues from some other company. I don't know what you're talking. If it is from the process of the loan which has been announced, then 75%, if it is not paid, will be immediately paid by this National Credit Guarantee Company, and the 25% will take the due process of law after recovery from the company. If we have taken loans from different banks, so each bank will give 20% of the outstanding, or they can give a consolidated loan. Each bank is entitled to give 20%, but the cap is again total amount utilized. If it is 25 crore, it is 5 crore. So if you have got 5 crore in one bank, 10 crore in another bank, 5 crore in one bank, certainly you are eligible to take an amount of 1 crore from A, 2 crore from B, and 4 crore from B, and so the balance from some other bank. In other words, the total amount of loan which you are eligible to take is basically the 20% of each bank utilized, each bank's amount utilized by you by way of cash credit and term loan. But you can also take it from one bank if the other banks are willing to give a no objection certificate to the principal bank who is willing to lend the total money. In other words, the A bank utilization is 5 crore, B bank is 15 crore, C bank is another 5 crore. The A bank can certainly lend for the entire 20% of 25 crores, provided B and C have no objection and they give an objection letter, and that is your job to get it and give it to the bank A. Pradeep Galaxy, there is a small change in medium enterprise recently. Investment is 50 crores and turnover on to 250 crore. Please clarify. See, look, this is a very clear scheme announced where if the turnover exceeds 100 crores, you are not eligible. Yes, we represent to the government that the investment limit should be much more than 20 crores. And the turnover should be 250 crore. Government is still looking at this definition change, and they may have to pass a legislation on this. But even if the legislation is passed, as far as this loan is concerned, it is only turnover up to 100 crore. And if the investment exceeds 20 crore, then you are not eligible. In other words, if your investment is 18 crore and turnover is 102 crore, you are not eligible. The investment is 19 crore and the turnover is 99 crore, you are certainly eligible. If the turnover is only 99.5 crore and you don't have any investment like a service provider or let's say, the interior architect contractor somebody was raising, then also you're eligible. Hemant, is the loan collateral free under the MSME scheme? Yes, as I mentioned in my speech, yes, it is certainly collateral free under the MSME scheme, except the fact that the banks, the bank which has lent the money would insist upon a pari passu charge on the existing assets. In other words, if your existing assets are 5 crore and you've taken a loan of, let's say, 2 crore, and let's say you are going to take another 1 crore or half a crore or whatever the money you've taken as per the scheme, then on the additional amount of loan you've taken, since you have got adequate cover, you are supposed to take a obtain a pari passu charge, create a pari passu charge in favor of the bank which has given you the money. But there is no necessity for you to provide any additional collateral or additional security. It is only within the existing collateral which you have already given to the bank or to the various banks if you are availing the money amount from various more than one bank. Ashish Thakur, can we take MSME registration now and avail the 20% of the term loan against our CC account utilization as on 29/20? As I mentioned to you, there is no registration under MSME required. All MSME Act required. All it says is, repeat again, 100 crores turnover, less than 100 crores turnover, investment of less, utilization of less than 25 crore, and GST registration. But if the banks insist upon this, which is not required, there is already a clarification given by this National Credit Company, to the National Credit Trust Company. But if the banks are insisting upon it, then you can certainly take a registration, but it is not mandatory as per the scheme as announced by the government. Do we have to give business projections which is unpredictable in this era? The answer is it is not required, basically because it is on the existing amount already utilized as on 29th February. But if the bank still give it, considering the present scenario, you can certainly give a projection because it is a 4-year term loan. So the bankers may ask some projections, and therefore there is nothing wrong in giving it, and there is nothing wrong in the banks also insisting upon it. Because the bank would like to know whether your cash flows are adequate to repay this loan over a period of 36 months or 48 months. Why I said 36 months? Because the amount could be more since you have got a moratorium of 1 year. PSE banks best for MSME or private bank are equally approachable. To my mind, both are equally approachable. It all depends upon the relationship you have with the bank which you're dealing with. But both the banks are required to give. Both the banks are giving as far as I know. And therefore, you can approach the bank whichever bank you are comfortable with. What about service sector? I think I've already answered, Mr. Balachandra, that service sectors are certainly covered. V. Srinivasan, Fuso Glass, invest 100 crores, turnover 150 crore. Is this a medium or a large company? Certainly, you are not eligible under this definition or under the scheme announced by the government because your turnover is 150, turnover exceeds 100 crore and your investment also exceeds 20 crore. Please share guideline for collateral free loan for MSME who is not availing any CC limit or any other term loan. Unfortunately, if you are such a clean, let's say, borrower, meaning that you have not availed any collateral free loan from MSME as on 29th February, and you have not availed any CC limit or any other term loan, then unfortunately you are not eligible to take any amount because it is outstanding utilization money as on 29th February. But since you are having such a clean record, I'm sure you'll be able to talk to the banker and if required, get a rating from CRISIL and then apply for a fresh loan if required. I'm sure you'll be able to get a very good rate. Ashish Thakur, are traders eligible to obtain MSME registration for this service? As I mentioned, traders are certainly eligible to get this loan. Traders are not required to obtain MSME registration, but if the bank insists upon it, you can certainly get a, let us say, post-facto registration and give it to the bank. Do bank lend based on work orders? Certainly, banks lend based upon work orders. If you got a work order from your own principal company, bank take it as a, I would say, absolutely a good security, and they certainly extend loan. Because all they want is a certainty of repayment, and in this case, the cash flow is certain because you already got the order. Arun Singh, any suggestions about starting business in industries with 2 crore? Unfortunately, it only talks about industries already in operation or business enterprises already in operation, which includes, as I mentioned, traders. But a new business is not entitled to avail this loan. Ashish Thakur again, are traders also eligible? I think I've clarified they are eligible. Bharat Jain, most of the banks don't entertain MSME loan, though it is announced by the government. I wouldn't like to agree with you because all these loans are coming under, I would say, priority sector lending, which is within the cap of 40% of the total money the banks have to lend. And therefore, I'm sure MSME loans would certainly be favored by the banks, particularly in respect of companies who have got a good principle like the Saint-Gobain's. And therefore, in my opinion, banks would certainly be pleased to extend this loan to you. Mohan, do we need to give all the balance sheet and return again for this loan? Answer is no. If the balance sheet and returns, you would have been already giving it to the bank as a regular borrower, and therefore there is no necessity to give the balance sheet and return again for this. But since it is a 4-year loan, the bankers may insist upon a projection and a cash flow from you so as to assure themselves that the loan would be promptly repaid, and that you may have to give it in case the bankers ask for it. Bharat Jain, does the bank decide whether to lend the loan or not? Yes, the prerogative of the bank, prerogative to lend certainly rests with the bank because he has got the money. But again, if you fulfill the criteria, again and again I repeat at the cost of repetition, to fulfill the criteria, you are not an overdue party, your dues have been promptly paid, and it is overdue for less than 60 days, if at all it is overdue, because I know even before the COVID, there was a certain amount of stress on the economy. But as long as it is not overdue beyond 60 days, and fulfilling the other criteria in respect of turnover, as well as utilization of the limit and the GST registration, certainly, you're eligible to participate in this scheme. And the banks can refuse if there are any other strong reasons in respect of your projections or cash flow issues. P. Srinivasan, Fusoglass, if a company didn't, okay, I already answered this, invested 100 crore turnover on 1 crores, no, you are not eligible. What V. Srinivasan, Fusoglass, what is the clear definition of medium enterprises as per recent announcement? I think I mentioned it very clearly. There are 3 categories of enterprises. One is the micro, another is a small, and third is the medium. As long as the investment does not exceed 1 crore in plant and machinery, and the turnover does not exceed 5 crore, then you are a micro. And if the investment exceeds, does not exceed 10 crores, that is up to 10 crores, the turnover does not exceed 50 crore, then you are a, I would say, small company. And if the investment is up to 20 crores in plant and machinery, turnover does not exceed 100 crore, then you are a medium scale industry. But all the micro, small, and the medium, that's why it's called micro MSME, all are eligible to avail this loan under the scheme. So hopefully, I tried my best to answer all your queries. But if there are any other queries, I'll certainly give my email ID to Saint-Gobain's people. They are also aware of my email ID. And you can certainly come back to me. I'll try my best to answer you. Thank you so much for your patient hearing.